Have you ever felt like there's more to life than what you see on the surface? Maybe you've started questioning everything, feeling a deep sense of unease or a sudden pull towards something bigger than yourself. If this sounds familiar, you might be at the beginning of a spiritual awakening. It's a profound, sometimes challenging, but ultimately beautiful journey of self-discovery. Today, we're going to explore the 5 common stages of this incredible transformation. Understanding these stages can help you navigate your own path with more clarity and less confusion. So, let's dive into this guide for your inner journey. The first stage is often called the awakening or the trigger. This is the moment the veil lifts. It can be triggered by a major life event like a loss, a breakup, or a health crisis, or it can happen gradually, like a slow simmering feeling that something just isn't right. You start to question the reality you've always accepted. You might think, is this all there is? Is this job, this routine, my true purpose? This stage can feel disorienting and even lonely. The life you've built might suddenly feel hollow or meaningless. You're like a character in a movie who suddenly realizes they're in a movie. You're waking up from a dream you didn't even know you were in. The key here is to be gentle with yourself. This initial shock is a sign that your soul is ready for something more. It's the universe knocking on your door, inviting you to a deeper level of existence. After the initial awakening comes stage 2, often known as the dark night of the soul. Now, this name sounds intense, and honestly it can be. This is where the real work begins. The old structures of your life and your ego start to crumble. You might feel lost, confused, and deeply sad. It's a period of purging old beliefs, shedding conditioned patterns, and facing your shadows, all the parts of yourself you've pushed down or ignored. You might feel disconnected from old friends or activities that once brought you joy. It can feel like you're walking through a dark tunnel with no end in sight. But it's so important to remember that this phase is not a setback. It's a crucial part of the process. You are clearing out the old to make space for the new. It's like a spiritual decluttering. During this time, practices like journaling, meditation, or talking to a trusted friend or therapist can be incredibly supportive. You're not falling apart, you're falling into place. Once you navigate through the darkness, you enter stage 3, the seeker or the exploration stage. The intense emotional turmoil begins to settle, replaced by a deep curiosity. You feel a strong pull to find answers. You start devouring books, podcasts, and videos about spirituality, philosophy, and personal growth. You might explore different practices like yoga, meditation, energy healing, or spending more time in nature. You're like a sponge, soaking up new information and perspectives. This is an exciting phase where you start to piece together a new understanding of yourself and the world. You're testing things out, seeing what resonates with your soul. Does this feel true to me? Becomes your guiding question. This stage is all about gathering tools for your spiritual toolbox and connecting with like-minded people who are on a similar path. You begin to feel less alone and more empowered on your journey. Following the exploration phase is stage 4, which is rebuilding and integration. This is where you start to apply what you've learned. It's not just about consuming information anymore. It's about embodying it. You begin to integrate your new spiritual understanding into your daily life. You might change your habits, your diet, your career path, or the way you interact with others. Your values shift, and you start making choices that are aligned with your true self, not with societal expectations. This is where you build a new foundation for your life, one based on authenticity, purpose, and inner peace. You might notice you're more compassionate, more patient, and less reactive. You're not just learning about spirituality, you are living it. This integration can be a slow process, with moments of moving forward and sometimes slipping back into old patterns. That's completely normal. The key is to keep showing up for yourself with love and consistency. Finally, we arrive at stage 5, service and oneness. After rebuilding your life from a place of authenticity, you begin to experience a profound sense of connection to everything and everyone. The feeling of separation dissolves, replaced by a feeling of oneness with the universe. You understand that we are all connected. This often leads to a deep desire to be of service to others. Your focus shifts from what can I get to what can I give. This doesn't necessarily mean you have to become a spiritual guru or a healer. It can be as simple as bringing more kindness into your interactions, sharing your unique gifts with the world, or simply holding a space of love and compassion for those around you. You live from a place of joy, peace, and purpose. You've come home to yourself. It's important to remember that spiritual awakening isn't a linear path with a final destination. We can move back and forth between these stages throughout our lives. It's a continuous spiral of growth and evolution. So, where are you on this journey? Maybe you recognize yourself in one of these stages, or perhaps you've touched on all of them. No matter where you are, remember to be patient and compassionate with yourself. This is your unique path, and every step, even the difficult ones, is part of your beautiful unfolding. Trust the process and know that you are being guided toward your most authentic and radiant self. If you're going through a tough time, especially during the dark night of the soul, please consider reaching out for support from a mental health professional. Your well-being is the top priority. Thank you so much for joining me today on this exploration of the soul. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more content to support you on your inner journey. I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Until next time, take care.